Hey, y'all, we were lucky enough to get Joseph to come back in the kitchen with... Yeah. I didn't mess up, did I?
No, you didn't.
We were lucky enough to have him come back and do a Christmas recipe with us.
Yeah.
And I can't wait. Now, what do you call this?
This is called a Cajun rice dressing, which is like dirty rice, but if you're Creole, you make dirty rice. If you're Cajun, you make rice dressing.
Okay, I didn't know that, but I do love that kind of cooking.
Oh, me too.
And like dirty rice has chicken livers in it.
That's right.
But this has got
This
ground
does
beef.
not. This has ground beef in it. So same elements of dirty rice, but just no organ meat.
This is
Cajun.
Cajun.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, because in Louisiana you have Creole, and then you have the true Cajuns, which are the original natives of Louisiana. So,
yes. So this would be the
Cajun version. Yes. My best friend Heather taught me how to make this.
Okay, good.
And we make this every Christmas. So as we can see,
and what do you
Christmas.
serve with it?
I normally serve. I pair it with either nice pork roast, or I'll do it with turkey. So now we're just going to take a little bit of vegetable oil and just put it in the bottom of the pan. I'm just doing a little bit more.
Okay.
Fat equals flavor, so don't ever forget that.
It does.
Now what we're going to do is just brown off our meat. And this is ground chuck. You can use ground chuck. You can also use, just make sure it has fat.
Yeah, I was going to say, I like a 70-30 or
80-20 is good. 80-20 is really, really good.
Yeah.
In something like this.
A lot of people like 90-10. That's
no, it's too dry for this. You want to make sure it has, again, some fat, because that's what it's known for.
In there, honey,
yes, ma'am.
Mama's home.
Me too. So now we're just gonna break it up, and I don't break it up until it's like super small. I like chunks.
I do too.
In it, yeah.
I do too.
Yep, I like some texture.
I do too.
In that, and so we're just gonna add this in. This is 2 pounds.
You and I are very similar.
We are. Yes, ma'am.
In the kitchen.
And this is perfect. Again, it's actually very economical. This dish, because really the most expensive thing is probably the ground beef. Yeah. So we're just gonna let this brown.
Okay, and do you drain that when it's done?
I don't, but you can.
I don't either. My son Bobby, for his birthday every year, I have to make him goulash. Yes.
Okay. Ooh, yeah.
And
I love your goulash recipe.
And he said, "Mama, I'm trying to make you goulash." He said, "Okay, so I brown my ground beef and then I drain it." I said, "No, you don't." No,
you don't.
You need that.
You need the fat. It's not the same.
That's what I've been doing wrong, Mama.
Yep, it's true.
But he is such a clean eater.
Yes.
He's very regimented.
Yes, he is.
But his goulash, he does not.
You don't need to. That's where all the flavor is. Fat is flavor. So don't ever forget that. Okay,
so need your spoon?
Yes, what I'm going to do is just let it kind of form a little bit of a crust on the bottom, and basically you're just browning this off. We can go ahead and add in our seasoning. Now this is where
I see a lot.
I think it separates your home cook from someone if you're classically trained in the kitchen or if you've gone to cooking school.
Yes.
Season according to your palate, but if you want it to be good, you have to use a lot of seasoning. And so this does not have, you can put salt in this, but because I put salt in the rice, I don't want to make it too salty. And so this is just normal Cajun seasoning.
Okay.
And we're going to...
It does contain a lot of salt.
It does. And so you want to be careful with that. Plus the... cream of chicken that we're going to use has salt in it too as well. So just be careful with that. But I put a good amount of seasoning in this. This is probably about 2 tablespoons here, but I'm not going to use all of that right now. You season in layers. I think we talked about that the last time I was here. And so we're just going to brown this off. We're going to add in our garlic powder too as well. Okay, so now our meat has been cooked down till it's
and there's not a whole bunch of fat in it.
No, this is good. Yeah. So what we're going to do now is start adding in our vegetables. I like a lot of onion.
I do too.
I love a lot of onion, and because we're cooking this for dinner, I'm doing a little bit more than what I would normally do, and so we're going to add in. Thank you so much.
I'll give you.
We're going to add in some green bell pepper and then some red bell pepper.
And I love the red. It's so sweet.
It is. It's beautiful. Like in there, I like the contrast of the red and the green.
Yeah.
And it works perfect because it's Christmas.
Perfect.
Yes, ma'am.
And I've always said you eat first with your eyes.
That's right, you do.
So you want it to be appetizing.
You definitely do. Yep. And so this looks like a lot, but it's going to cook down. No, I want it up.
Okay.
Up. Yep, that's perfect. Okay. And so right now we're just going to basically sweat the vegetables, cook them down a little bit in our ground beef. And now we're going to go ahead and add in our garlic powder and our onion powder.
All right, so you can just all?
Let's start with maybe half of that first.
Okay, and this looks like it might be the garlic.
Yep. Garlic powder.
And this looks like it might be the onion.
And when you're cooking with this amount of ingredients, you want to make sure that you're cooking to your personal palate.
That's right.
Don't just do it because we're doing it. You know, if your family doesn't like something, you can substitute it or just do less of something. You know, you want to do what's best.
This.
You do. You do.
Right here.
And that's the most important thing.
And your families.
It's true. It's true. I love dishes like this, though, because it's so easy.
Yeah.
It's simple. It's full of flavor. And it's just good. I think Cajun food is some of the best food in the world.
Some of the best.
I think so. I love it. We can actually
take for anything else?
The cayenne pepper on the end. This is another thing you want to, if you don't like spice, like I don't particularly like so much spice to where you're sweating and, you know, you can't tolerate the heat. But I do like it. So where it's present, you can taste it. It's there. Yeah. And so this is one thing. If you do not like spice at all, you can omit this. But I will say that the cayenne actually really does make this dish shine. It's supposed to have just the slightest little kick to it. Or a big kick.
Salt, red pepper, black pepper, chili powder.
Oh, I didn't realize there's chili powder in there. Okay.
Spices, salt, dehydrated garlic, silicone dioxide so it won't clump. Now that's the Creole.
Yes, that's a Creole. Anybody in Louisiana is going to use that brand for sure. That looks like a lot, but it's not. I literally just did it like this. That's less than a teaspoon.
It is?
It is, I promise.
It sure did make it regular.
It did. It did. But when you taste it, you'll see it's not.
Yeah.
You know, but you might, you know, when you're cooking this too as well, if you start coughing, it's just because the heat is coming up against the pepper. So just, you know, you want to be careful with that. So basically we're just stewing this down and we're going to add a little bit of water in it.
Okay.
And then we're going to start adding in our...
All right, you just tell me when to stop.
Probably about half of that. That's good.
Okay.
Yep. And then we can go ahead and start adding in our soups.
Okie doke. And you've got
It's almost like making spaghetti sauce. But
both are.
Yes, I do. Just for this amount, I would do 2. The recipe calls for only 1.
Okay.
But we're altering this because we got guests tonight.
Yeah.
And so, we're just going to put a can of cream of chicken. I would say don't use cream of mushroom or cream of celery or anything.
Yeah.
Just use this.
That's right.
Because then you know it'll turn out good.
You know, you ain't in the South if you don't have a can of soup.
It's true. Absolutely.
Isn't that right?
Absolutely. Oh, pardon, excuse me.
No, you're fine. But food snobs.
You know, they wouldn't dare have this in there.
No.
But you need it.
Yes.
It needs it for sure. And this is so simple. Imagine doing this.
It's so easy.
Again.
It's just like making spaghetti.
It is. It is.
Only using chicken soup and tomatoes.
Yep.
Whatever.
Whoops. Keep doing that. And so basically what we're going to do is just let this stew
Do you need a
down.
bigger pot, baby?
Nope. Because what we're going to do is it's literally like making spaghetti sauce. We're going to take this and then fold it into our rice. This is just some cooked rice that we've, already cooked and steamed here. We're just going to keep letting this stew down. And you want to stew it down until the vegetables are soft. Now what we're going to do is just put some rice in here, and we're going to break it up. Okay. And you want to make sure you break it up because you want your meat sauce to really absorb into the rice.
I love rice.
I do too. When I was younger, I would just sit. My mom would make a pot of rice, and I would just sit and eat it with butter. I love rice.
The older I get, the more I love rice and pastas.
I crave rice probably more than potatoes, which I know potatoes is your favorite.
I do love a tater.
Yep, but
Do you want all that rice in there?
Yes, thank you. I love it. You're so efficient. So now what we're going to do is add in all of our mix. This smells so good.
Yes.
Okay. And so now...
That's a good spoon.
It is. It's excellent for this. You definitely want something sturdy.
Somebody made it for me years ago.
Oh, really?
Yes.
This smells so good. And this bowl is perfect.
I know.
I love it.
Thank you. I'm so glad you do. I've used it.
Okay. And so we're just going to mix this all together until the rice is well blended.
And it looks like dressing, doesn't it?
It does look like dressing. Maybe that's why they call it that. But
maybe so.
Sometimes I know they stuff it too as well. They stuff their meat with, a dressing too as well. That's kind of similar, but yeah. And so, we just want to make sure that all of the rice is coated. See, there's some that's not coated. Yep. And then... I always heard you say, get back in there.
Get back in there.
I could hear you saying that. Get back in there.
Get back in there. You're not escaping me.
Nope. Okay. And so now what we're going to do is, this is where you want to make a judgment call, like if it needs more salt or I think it's good on the cayenne for Miss Paula. We're not going to add any more.
That was before the rice.
Yes.
That was before the rice.
And so, but we'll make a judgment call to see what other seasonings we might want to add more garlic powder, onion powder, something like that.
Fork?
That was, but you are.
Fork?
It was, yes, ma'am.
This is my tasting spoon here.
And then also what we do, I forgot, we're going to add in just some chopped green onions. That adds a little bit of fresh vegetable.
That's right. And it's pretty.
Gotta have your green in it.
And this is pretty.
It is.
Now, when I tasted just the meat, y'all, he had put that cayenne pepper in it, and it kind of took my breath. But it's going to be different than
it is
rice.
Now, yes. And again, you season that to your liking. Whatever your liking is. It's too hot. Too spicy?
Get out of my way, man.
Never mind. I don't think it is.
It ain't. It's delicious.
Now, with you, with your palate, is there anything that you feel it needs more? Garlic powder or?
My mouth. I don't know. You taste it because you know how. Now, it does have some kick to it. I'm not going to lie about that. But.
It tastes the way it's supposed to. I will add a little bit, probably more garlic powder and onion powder.
Yes, that never hurts.
No. And you could add, if you wanted like fresh. Oh, that's good. So I get the heat now. It's supposed to be subtle like that. It just slips up on you. It warms your tongue. But when you pair it with meat, like I'm going to make this with smothered pork chops tonight.
Oh, yay.
So that's going to help cut that down a little bit too as well.
Delicious.
So I'm so glad you like it. Thank you, Heather, for the recipe.
Delicious, y'all.
Yay. So that's it. Cajun rice dressing. It's perfect for Christmas.
We're just going to find a pot to put that back in. And what if you feel like it's drying out?
If you feel like it's drying out, I would probably add just a little bit of water.
Okay.
Just to wake it back up again. But what would you suggest doing?
I was thinking the same thing.
You were thinking the same thing. You could do chicken stock, but it doesn't need that.
Could.
You know, you could do that.
You could.
You know, if you're making turkey or something for Thanksgiving.
I'm sorry, but I'm double dipping.
It is good. It is delicious. Mm-hmm. You can do it with a piece of fish. I would go great with fish.
All right,
it's definitely with the garlic powder and onion powder.
Yes, I mean, it's divine. All right, so why don't we put enough for our dinner back in this pot,
yes,
and we'll
ma'am.
keep it warm.
I love it.
How about that?
Sounds great. And this is the finished product.
It's so good, y'all. Now, if you let it get cold, you could always put this in a casserole.
You can and heat it up in the oven.
Bake it just like you would.
I keep doing that. Please forgive me.
Now.
But that's for us.
I'm trying to forgive you.
Please forgive me. Anyway, so please make this for Christmas. Enjoy.
Or Thanksgiving.
Any holiday, it would be good.
Joseph and I send y'all love and best dishes.
We do. Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas. Yum. Hey, y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.